From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles.
Why are you in Discord?
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Matthew.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Herbert. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Second and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend out third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They snap it to Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's second and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. We're scoreless after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. A little juke. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
Now a deep one for Johnston. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, 35 yards. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Hurts. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 28 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Herbert now. That one complete to McConkey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. back.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. But kicker Will Reichert has the ball on the tee. And off we go from SoFi. Here's Darius Davis to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. This one finds McConkey. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. The Vikings have got it.
We hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And they're going to move this ball inside. Yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he will score. Aaron Jones. Vikings. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. It's up and through. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Riker out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Davis now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Johnston motioning over. On 1st down, Herbert. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. What a way to kick off that drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. He is in. Johnston.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. To return, it's Brandon Powell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley.
We're about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Herbert to throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, wide open, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the first play of the game, and even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry for James Conner. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll toss this out right for Conner. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Murray now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Murray again, this is counter. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Murray going to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football?
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Here's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Murray now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zay Jones, 29 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's Herbert.
Open man right side, that's McConkey.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught. They find some open field here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
11 more on that one, and another first down. Now it's Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Will Dissly, as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And this will be swung out here for counter.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To Connor on the check down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Sliding out of the pocket.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Michael Wilson, 65 yards. And the Cards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Herbert now. Short throw to Disley.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Josh Palmer,
31 yards.
And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time.
Bye.
Everyone's with split open heads and seeing the
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006. We welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from the Superdome. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here we go. Ready. Looking to throw to get started. It's Rattler. A throw left side there. Not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Ready? Throwing now is Rattler. Throw on the run is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Give him 13 on that screenplay. And a first down. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Asante Samuel up from the corner spot to make the stop. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Ready. Rattler now back to throw. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And they'll take this down inside the 35. motion. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Here we go.
Now Rattler gonna throw. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down.
Check White. Set.
They'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he's going to have the Saints first down. They're able to convert on third and short, picking up 4.
Set. Ready.
They'll go again here with Kamara. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. It's up and good. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Johnston motioning over. Herbert going to throw on this first play. Oh, they're going to get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. Third and 6. Shotgun now for Herbert. He connects with Disley. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. Open man is the tight end, Disley. And he's going to have the Chargers first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points? Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Now it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. It's Herbert. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Will be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Pistol here for Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the lines of game, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. 21. Johnston motioning over. Herbert to the air again. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And that will lead to a second down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Johnston motioning over. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Right side, hauled in by McConkey. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
There's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good accurate ball on the front shoulder pad allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Throwing again, Herbert. That is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And the Saints will take over at their own 14-yard line.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with some.
Throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Rattler. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 to score as the 3rd quarter begins. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. complete to Dobbins. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He'll give it to Dobbins. That's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets this up to the 42. Throwing, Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pick up to 5 and sets up second and 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
This is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
It's a give now to Kamara. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
He'll get rid of it and complete it.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That's going to be, and he's got it. Alvin Kamara, touchdown Saints. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Groupie now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Saints move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet it just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, Hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Johnston motioning over. On first and 10, here's Herbert. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
As he throws and is incomplete, just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Now, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game. When this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. They've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And it is